stay in one city. They know all of them.
The one behind me?
Hello, Tiffany. We got 7 people. We're on Batuu. We're in front of Docking Bay 5 here, and the Millennium Falcon right dead ahead. There's the spires of Black Spire Outpost. It's nighttime now. All the lights are on. It's very dark. There's Chewbacca. Hi, Chewie.
Are we friends?
It's very dark. It's hard to see Chewie, but he's there.
I feel like you're not a
Hey, Steven. Let me get Chewie in the light. I'm very tired. I'm just, we're wrapping up here. It's the last hour. So we're going to go over here by the Falcon. I'm going to explain what's going on. Everybody who's watching, all 8 of you. Let's flip around here. Hi guys, it's Mike Celestino from Laughing Place. Here's the Millennium Falcon behind me there. I got into Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at 7:35 a.m. this morning. I have not left Batuu. I have not left Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for the entire operating day. I wanted to do it. It was important to me personally. I've been here a bunch prior to today as well, but today was the first day where you didn't have to leave. It was the first day without the reservations. Walking in people's pictures here. So you didn't need a reservation to get in, and you didn't have to leave after 4 hours today. And I wanted to just come at rope drop and get into the land, and then stay all the way until they kick me out at the end of the day. So we're coming up on 16 hours at 11:35. I will have been here for 16 hours in Batuu, 16 hours straight without leaving. I ate in here, I went to the bathroom in here, in the bathroom. You know, they have restrooms in Batuu. They call them refreshers, but not really, because they say restrooms on the outside. Anyway, Steven wants to know if I'm staying in a hotel or driving home. I'm driving home. I'm driving home to Burbank. I sound drunk, but I'm not. I went into the Cantina. I did not drink alcohol. I had 2 non-alcoholic drinks. There's Oga's Cantina right there. Can't go in. because we don't have a reservation anymore. I gotta drive home, Steven, after this, but I'll be okay. Tell my wife I love her. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be fine. I do this all the time. I am down here at Disneyland frequently for my job as a Disney news reporter. And anyway, if you have any questions about Black Spire Outpost or Batuu or Star Wars Galaxy's Edge or the state of Star Wars in general, Steven said to be careful when you drive home. Thank you, Steven. I will be very careful. I'm going to listen to my favorite podcast, Harmontown. I got an episode saved up, and I'll laugh my way home. And the ride shouldn't take me more than 40 minutes once I get back to the car. So I'll be home by about 1 a.m. and then I'll crash hard. Here's it's pretty empty right now, if you can tell. I know it's pretty dark, so it's hard to see what's going on, but we're here walking around Black Spire Outpost. There's not a lot of people here right now. It's the tail end of the first day that you don't need reservations to get in here. We're behind the Droid Depot. Was there anything new today? Asked Tori Lyon. Not really. I did not. So operationally, a lot was different, but content-wise, there was not much different. If you were here during the reservation period, you pretty much probably saw most of what. Oh, that's a scary noise coming out of the trees over there. I don't know if I heard that one before. Didn't see much new today as far as like content goes. Rick said he enjoyed the morning's video, and thank you. I appreciate that, Rick. Glad you liked it. That was like 15, 16 hours ago. Steven asked if we can go on a ride. You know, I would do that, but I don't think the signal would hold for the stream. We could go on the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride, but I think I would lose the signal. We're gonna go instead into the Droid Depot here. So look how it's pretty empty, guys. This is the line to build a droid. There's nobody in it right now. It's very late at night. Everyone's tired and sleeping, except for me. Here's the conveyor belt. You get your droid parts. So this is the end of a very long day, and I'm exhausted. But I wanted to wrap it up in style and do another live stream like we started the day this morning, and kind of show you guys how it looks right now crowd wise, which there's not too many people here, and back out on the street. This is Savi's workshop here on the right, where you can build your own lightsaber. So this is actually the one place inside there is the one place I have not stepped foot yet, despite having been here a cumulative about 45 hours in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. I've never gone inside Savi's workshop because I'm saving it for my birthday. I want to build a lightsaber, and my birthday is at the end of the year in December, so it's gonna be a while. But I don't know. for some reason it was like one thing I wanted to save and preserve that experience. And then I got to save up $200 too. It's really dark on the screen. I hope you guys can see what I'm seeing, but let's go into Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities here. So I've gotten to the point where I can read Arabic. No, you can't see it, it's too dark. It says above the door, it says Antiquities in Arabic, the made up Star Wars text. Here's Doc Ondar's. This is my favorite shop in Galaxy's Edge. You got just a ton of Easter eggs all around. This is Doc Ondar. He's a Ithorian hammerhead. Hi, Doc. So then you can just spend like hours in here, which I have, looking around and finding all the different Easter eggs from all the different Star Wars movies and TV shows, even some of the books and stuff. It's pretty crazy. Here's the Tauntaun head, some other animals from Star Wars.
Just hold on.
And they're selling these lightsabers. So you got the legacy lightsabers, which are different from the ones that you can build. These legacy ones are replicas of lightsabers that you've seen the characters use in the movies or the TV shows. So this is Ahsoka's 2 lightsabers. And there's Asajj Ventress, Temple Guard, and Darth Maul. They're sold out of the rest. And the other thing they're sold out of is the Kyber crystals. No more Kyber crystals, just holocrons. You got Jedi holocrons and Sith holocrons, but there's no more individual Kyber crystals. You have to buy a lightsaber or a holocron to get one of those Kyber crystals at this point. This is Docking Bay 7 on the left. That's where you get your food. And then we got the Millennium Falcon right there, dead ahead. We're gonna go stand over here. Wait time right now for Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run is marked as 15 minutes, posted as 15 minutes, which is probably the shortest I have seen it, I think, ever so far. So it's a good time to come if you if you're thinking about coming like tomorrow night or something. It's not busy, it's not too crazy. You can walk right on the ride pretty much. Well, we're waiting for that second ride to open up. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. That's gonna be pretty cool too. Chewbacca is still out here hanging out. See him down there. This is Chewbacca. He's like right there. He's hugging people and taking photos. We saw someone with a Darth Maul lightsaber. We figured he had Batuu. I got it. I getcha. That's pretty good. Batuu. So yeah, this is a crazy day. It was a crazy day for me being here the entire day. It was just nuts, and I think I'm good for a little while. I think it's I kind of got it out of my system until maybe later in the week when I come back to ride Emotional Whirlwind at Pixar Pier when that opens up. Then I'll probably sneak back into Batuu again and just see how things are going. Let's follow Chewie. Let's see where he's headed. So Chewie's got some groupies around him. And it's very dark. These photos cannot be coming out well. I took a selfie with Chewie just like half an hour ago, and it was super dark. You could barely tell who it was with me in the picture. I had to brighten it a lot on my phone. So Robert Anderson said Chewbacca came out yesterday and did a look-alike, sound-alike contest. I haven't seen that. I saw somebody had a video of him doing a droid race, but I haven't seen that in person either. Here's Ronto Roasters. Here comes Chewie. Chewie's like getting in arguments with people. There it is, we got a wave. You know, a funny thing that I saw, Chewie went up to a baby in a stroller, and the baby was, or it was probably like a toddler. The toddler was looking at a phone. The toddler was watching something on a mobile device, maybe an iPad, and Chewie got upset that the toddler wasn't paying attention to him, and he like shook the stroller. It wasn't like violent or anything, but he just like kind of jostled the stroller. Oh, here's Rey. Rey's out at nighttime too. Rey's in her goggles, the scavenger goggles. You can't see it because it's so dark. Let's see. It's Rey. You have to take my word for it. We got Rey and Chewbacca. Rey kind of moves along very quickly. We're gonna creepily follow behind Rey here. This is Rey going up the steps back toward the spaceport. So she's just she kind of stops and poses for photos every once in a while. Let's get in the light. There's a couple comments here we're gonna go through. These are Ronto Roasters. We're gonna go through here because it's very loud. And we'll stop in the marketplace. Okay. So, let's see. What were people saying? Okay, so Robert said he picked men with beards out of the crowd for the Chewbacca look-alike contest. Sparky said, of the 3 entrances to Galaxy's Edge, which is the most dramatic for a first-timer? Oh, that's a good question. Sparky, if you're still watching, I think I would recommend... Oh my god, it's so loud coming out of the creature stall. There's just like animal noises. I would recommend coming in through the Critter Country entrance by the Hungry Bear restaurant. And you get a really nice gradual introduction into Batuu, because you start off in the wilderness way out that way, and then you come around through the trees, and then you start to see civilization in the form of the marketplace here. And it kind of builds, and then eventually you kind of wrap your way around toward where the Millennium Falcon is parked over there by Docking Bay 5 in the spaceport. So that would be my recommendation for the first timer, to go in by Hungry Bear Restaurant by Critter Country. And then Steven said, let's go on the Smuggler's Run ride. And your mom and dad said, let's get out of here now. Sorry about that. Life-size R2-D2 is $25,000. Yeah. Can't afford it. Kitty Cat said, hello, everyone. Is it cold right now? Not really. It's a little brisk, but I'm in a short sleeve shirt and I'm not feeling too cold. Can you see my comment? Yes, I can now. Hello, hope you're having a good night. Okay. The droid on the right makes sounds if you listen carefully. Okay, what was the best part of your day and night? Says Kitty Cat. I don't know, I've been here so long trying to think of my favorite thing that I did. I always loved the Cantina. That flew by because you only get 45 minutes to hang out in the Cantina. And I love it in there. I love DJ Rex. I love the atmosphere. I miss it, you know. That's the thing that I want to keep coming back and doing, because it's kind of like a rare treat to go in the Cantina. So that's what I would say, being in the Cantina. Favorite thing that I've eaten, I like the roasted Andorian tip yip salad in Docking Bay 7. And that's basically the chicken salad with some weird fruits and vegetables in it. Daniel asks if the guy behind the camera can see my comment. I just want to give him ideas and suggestions for his YouTube channel that are more important to me. Sure. We're always happy to listen to suggestions. Steven said he doesn't see anything. Oh, I see. You're talking about the comment. I'm sorry, I'm just going back through some of the old comments. Do they still have the droid chips? No, the personality chips are sold out. Thanks for the late night walkthrough. You're welcome. Did you build a droid? I got to build the droid kind of, because I did like an interview, a video interview when the land first opened. You can watch that interview here on the Laughing Place YouTube channel. But I did not get to keep the droid, so the only droid that I own from Galaxy's Edge is the DJ Rex, the remote control DJ Rex that I bought on my own. Let's see, what else? How long is the wait for single ride or Smuggler's Run? Oh, that's another thing I want to say. I don't like the single rider line on Smuggler's Run. I did it today. I would rather wait in the standby line. I would say, instead of doing single rider, just get in the standby line, unless single rider is very, very short or the standby line is very, very long. That's the only way it's going to be worth it. single rider goes very, very slowly, and there's nothing, almost nothing to look at. There's a couple little details here and there, but I prefer the standby line. It's more entertaining. It moves much faster. It's not like Radiator Springs Racers where I'm going to do this single rider line every time. I prefer the standby line, to be honest. And then, is the reservation period over? Yes. Daniel is giving us ideas for the YouTube channel. Okay. Let's see. I had 2 reservations. It wasn't enough time to take it all in. Yeah. So a person said, this is the first official day without reservations. Where is everyone? Is it because they're closing? Yes, we are now 25 minutes from the park closing, and it is looking pretty empty in here. This morning it was very busy. The line for the Millennium Falcon ride was several hours, but after that it really dissipated because of they're kind of keeping the crowds down through this timed entry process they call the boarding pass, and you get a text to come back and get in the land. So it was kind of trickling in. The crowd was kind of trickling in throughout the day. After the first big rush in the morning, it wasn't ever really super crowded. Daniel Gomez is talking about Fancy Nancy. Yeah, I haven't seen Fancy Nancy yet. I got to get over there. I'm gonna be at California Adventure later this week because we got the Emotional Whirlwind. The Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind is opening up, and we're finally gonna have all of Pixar Pier complete, and we're gonna do some coverage over there. So maybe I'll stop and see Fancy Nancy that same day. Do you think Star Tours will be gone in the future? I don't know. That's a good question. I hope not. I like Star Tours, but it does feel a little redundant with this land being here, and especially with Smuggler's Run, another Star Wars flight simulator attraction. So maybe in the long-term future, I would say Star Tours will probably not last forever. Daniel Gomez says we should do a video of Fancy Nancy. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you for the suggestion. Like I said, I'll be there later in the week doing some stuff at California Adventure. Do you think it's a good idea to line up super early in the morning for the opening of Hollywood Studios Galaxy's Edge? I think getting there 2 hours early might not be early. It's a tricky question to answer because Walt Disney World is such a different animal than Disneyland. Disneyland is a locals theme park. It's mostly people from Southern California. It has been like that for a very long time. And Walt Disney World is a tourist destination. People from all over the world and all over the United States going down there. So I'm a local to Disneyland. I go down to Walt Disney World every once in a while, but I don't know it as well as I do this park. I don't feel qualified to answer that question of when you should show up. It might be very different from the way it works here, or it might be the same. It's hard to say. It's hard to say how it's going to be. Look at this. Look at where we're standing. We're in the First Order cargo area, And there's only a handful of people around. We got about 20 minutes left before Galaxy's Edge is closed, before Disneyland closes for the day. People lined up for even 5 hours earlier for Disneyland Galaxy's Edge. Yeah, I got here, I parked about 6:15 this morning. And then they let us in about 7:35 into the land. After letting us into the park about 7 a.m. I don't know how it's gonna work down at Hollywood Studios. I don't think I will be there for that. Did you eat or drink anything at the Cantina? Yeah, today at the Cantina I had 2 of the non-alcoholic drinks, the Java juice and what was the other one? The carbon freeze. And I preferred the Java juice. I did not like the carbon freeze that much. They both have popping pearls in them, which I liked. But the flavor of the carbon freeze was not to my liking. This is a store called First Order Cargo. It's all First Order themed stuff. On the news, they had to stop guests from entering Galaxy's Edge because it was so crowded. Yeah, that was this morning. After like an hour, I think they capped it off, and then they were doing that boarding pass system where you got a text to come back later on, and then they let you in the land. But after I think 5 p.m., they just opened the floodgates because it wasn't full. And people were able to come in as they pleased. Kitty Cat asked if there's a limit on the non-alcoholic beverages in the Cantina. So everyone right now who goes in the Cantina has a 2-drink maximum. 2 drinks maximum and a 45-minute maximum. So you can't spend more than 45 minutes in the Cantina. You can't buy more than 2 drinks during your visit in there. Yeah, Daniel is asking me to do an opening video, the opening of the Inside Out ride. Yeah, we got it. It's coming. Well, just stay tuned later in the week. Late this week. Here's the Cantina right now. There's no line because they're not letting people in anymore. We're wrapping up for the day here at Galaxy's Edge. It's coming to a close. My grand adventure. A person asked, have I purchased droids or a lightsaber? If so, is it worth it? Okay, so I bought the remote control DJ Rex, which is like a pre-built droid. And I really like that. I have one complaint about it, but I'm not going to go into the details here. I have not bought a buildable droid yet, and I have not done the buildable lightsaber because I'm saving that for my birthday in December. Is there room in the Cantina for a wheelchair? Yes. I can guarantee you they will accommodate a wheelchair in the Cantina. That is something that they definitely built that for. Most Disney theme park attractions built in the last like 25 years are going to be built with wheelchair access in mind. Kitty Cat says, wow, I knew the limit on the alcoholic beverages, but I didn't know that was the same for the non-alcoholic beverages. Yep, I was in there today. I was only allowed to buy 2 non-alcoholic beverages, and that was that. We're back here by the Millennium Falcon. Smugglers Run. We can go right up to the side of the ship. Brian asked if there's anything that surprised me today. I was actually surprised by how little was different. I thought I would, because I did the reservation period a bunch of times. I was a guest on 4 reservations, and then I had one of my own. And then also I was here for the media preview, which was a 2-day thing before it opened. So this is actually my 8th day in Galaxy's Edge, and I was very surprised at how much it was the same today as it was during the reservations. I didn't see any new characters. I didn't see any new show moments or anything like that. The only big differences were the operational differences of how they're... Oh man, it's getting loud. It's getting loud. Sorry. Operational differences of how they're let people in the land and how certain things are working. And then some merchandise was sold out and stuff. So yeah. Steven wants to know if we're gonna live stream Jurassic World ride opening day. I wish I knew when the opening day was for Jurassic World. They haven't told us that yet. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here because I got 15 minutes to get out, get finished up, and get on my way home. But I did it. You know, like I said, I started here at 7:35 a.m. I got let into the land. It is now 10 minutes to midnight. It's about 13 minutes to midnight, and I wanted to do this. I wanted to do the full day, full operational day in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. This is Mike Celestino from Laughing Place. Stay tuned, a lot of more stuff coming up real soon. We got Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind, we got San Diego Comic-Con, and then there's D23 Expo coming up real soon. Lots of news, lots of stuff.